Let me see if this fixes it. Oh, there we go. My OBS crashed. I just restarted it. We should be good now. I want to test it to see if this chibi worked or my redeems worked. Let's see what happens. Oh, wonderful. I don't know why I didn't play on stream. Okay, that's great. My sound alerts are fucked up again. Oh, it's cause my OBS crashed and then they restarted. Does this work? Let's see. Oh shit. The That does work. That's great. I'm testing out my new redeems. I don't know why it's at 20,000. That's not. Actually, my stream is playing twice. Let me see if I fix my sound alerts. I put some sound alerts with the channel points.
Hello, motherfucker.
Why is it so quiet? The hell? I was checking my sound alerts now. It's because of this. Hold on.
Yippee!
Testing out things. Da, da, da. Let me go to sound alerts. Oh my god, I can't type. Jeez, okay. Yeah, I would like to read more. Why is it so quiet? I fucked up my sound redeems. Okay, wait, I'm testing things. Hold on, chat. I'm testing things. Okay, so it's based on my desktop sound. That's really annoying. That's very annoying. Let's put this on. That's weird. I don't know why that's doing that. Okay, so it's based on that. Okay. Is it here somewhere? I think it's right here. Oh, there we go. Much easier. Let's see. Wait, chat, did you guys hear it? That's interesting because I can't hear it. I can't hear it, but the chat can hear it. With the piece of purpose of a sound alert.
Yeah, this is big brain time.
Do I have to open sound? How does this work? I've, I don't know how to route audio, man. Gotta do it through here, maybe? Hold on. Hello. Try to figure out these sound alerts.
Hello, motherfucker.
I don't get how they work. Properties. I give up. It's okay. That has some channel points with sound with the channel points. Sound alerts for channel points now. But the problem is I can't hear them. Well, I'm just gonna do this for now. I'll help Miles figure it out later for me.
Yeah, this is big brain time.
Yeah, I don't know why it's so quiet with the. Because of ear trumpet, maybe? No, that's not. I hate audio routing, man. That's why I don't do it. I'll make Miles figure it out for me later. Yeah, I stream because I want to test out some stuff, honestly. I also have work to do, so. No, it's just. Party like a rock star. I need to add a wooga wooga sound effect through what's it called? Mix it up later. So I keep freaking repeating the line every time someone redeems it. I forgot to draw her glasses. Fuck. Have a glasses brush in here somewhere. And don't waste a time. Da, 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 da. Oh, she ordered like 3 combs from me. I have been slacking because I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Go. Oh shit, I just read my stream avatars isn't up. Fuck. I keep forgetting these things. She has circular glasses. Oh man. What is this? It's a fucking image material. So why is it letting me put it on? Jesus Christ, that took a bit. I have a glasses brush. Let me put on the glasses. This ain't that hard. It ain't that hard. Rasterize. Her glasses are gold. I hired 2 managers to help me make my streams more interactive, but or help me grow a bit. But I took the recommendation. We'll see. We'll see if I don't get Twitch partner by end of 2025. I am not taking this seriously anymore. There we go. Which one's this one? Hers. Her eyes are pink. Oh no, I need to copy that. Really? But I saw a party like a rock star, like a porn star. What color are your eyes? Green. Need this to be. There we go. Now I gotta shade it. Hello, thank you for the raid. Welcome. Oh, Jesus Christ. 32. Welcome, welcome, everyone. I'm in my chibi model right now, but you guys can switch it. I'm Naf. I'm calling Naf for Dizzy. I'm just doing some comms right now. Hope you guys had a good stream. What are you guys up to? It's a very late line stream, pretty 3 in the morning. Shit, not raid. Shout out. There we go. Hope you guys. What are you guys up to? We're just doing some art comms because I'm behind. I'm very behind. This is not my usual model. I'm testing some things out. Hope you guys had a good stream. It's like 3 in the morning for me. I shouldn't even be awake. Ooh, how did that go? Yeah, if you need to sleep, you can. Yeah, it's just... I just woke up. Like, an hour ago. I was like, whatever, I guess. I want to test some new redeems and stuff out, see if they worked. So I was like, I guess. So I just did a test stream. I don't know why this redeem for 20,000 is up. The redeem is not supposed to be here, Twitch. Ooh, not fun. Honestly, I've been so busy. Last time I played the game, I don't know how long ago. I've been so busy doing commissions. Like, right now, as we're talking, I got 2 more. Ah. I want to delete this command. Where is it? Where's Rob? I know, as we're talking, I got 2 more. No, this, we don't need this anymore. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm always busy with commissions. There's, like, never a day I don't do commissions. Thank you, this one's a customizable. I was like, I guess I'll pick it up today. My regular one is this one, typically. Hold on, let me see. Uh, let's see this crashes my, let's see if this crashes. Fun. Techno witness see if my VTuber studio crashes. Oh, it didn't crash, surprising. That's very surprising, didn't crash. My freaking eyes are messed up. That's great. That's great. I don't know why they messed up. Come on, calibrate, come on. There we go. Every time I turn this way, my eyes fuck up. I'm gonna put my camera here. This is ridiculous. No, why did you disconnect? Are you fucking kidding me? I hate you, iPhone. Stay connected. It ain't that hard. I freaking blame. I never got an Apple until I started streaming, honestly. I never had an Apple phone until I started streaming, then now I don't like it. I personally prefer the fact that I could be a bit more sneaky on what's it called? On Androids. I got an iPhone 15 just for streaming. That's yeah, no, I don't recommend it to anyone. I seem kind of dead. I haven't streamed in like 2 to 3 weeks. I've been sick, and then I'm dealing with stalking. I feel like I personally feel like on Android you don't need to jailbreak your phone to download third-party apps or and whatnot, but in Apple you do, which is really annoying. The one thing I don't, I think in my opinion, Apple is very protective. So I guess it's good for people that are not they're very naive for the internet. But if you're not naive, then it gets really annoying, especially if you want to do things. Okay, which layer is this? Fuck. Okay. No, it's really annoying. If you're like me, if you really enjoy jailbreaking or just messing with stuff, then it's really annoying. Okay, well this break my computer. I haven't streamed like 3 weeks because yeah, I've been very sick. I got pneumonia. I think that's how you pronounce it. For like 2 3 weeks. I just recovered from that, and I still do commissions. I also have asthma. It's not a great combination when you have both. Especially when you live in California. Oh my god. No, it's not great. And then my period came. Not fun, honestly. And I live in California. Yeah, no. Not fun at all, honestly. The humidity here is crazy. Well, it's mostly the weather. I don't really like a lot of the weather goes hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. It's not fun. I hate weather that goes hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Which usually happens around this time, but then back when it's like summer, it's fine. Like it's manageable for me, but when it's going hot, cold, that's when it's an issue. Thank you. Yeah, no, I was going through the hot, cold stages right now, actually, in California. It's not fun. I know it's not gonna calm down either. No, it's gonna get it's gonna get better like around what March, I'm assuming. Hopefully. Right now it's going hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. It's not good when you have asthma. What layer is this? Delete. There's nothing on this layer. Delete this. No, it's not. And I will. I have like two of my guinea pigs are sick right now, which is not fun either. Fuck. It's not fun. I have 10 right now. For now. I think in spring I'm probably getting a few more. Did the client accept the commission? Let's see. Commission's in queue, yeah. That sounds about right. I had these two commissions. That one. I can start on the schedule, I guess. Multiply. Oh, there's also a crown layer. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna calm down like April maybe. I don't live here long enough to know when the hell the weather changes. I only live like what 2 years. It's about to be 2 years in March actually. I have no idea how California weather works. And I can't wait for it to get worse. Because it's going to get worse. I'd rather deal with the hot than the cold. Oh, thank you. Yeah, she commissioned a very green VTuber. I forgot I have exclamation point clips. I always forget what commands I have on this channel. I forgot to mention, for everyone that's new here, come stop by our Discord. Yeah, I'm like half dead. I should not be streaming. Oh, should I make my model bigger? I have no. Stop. Now's not the time to fuck with me. Thank you. No, not redeem. Not redeem. What the hell did I redeem? No. Exclamation point Discord. Jesus. There it is. If everyone wants to stop by the Discord server. Why am I so this way? I'm supposed to be a bit more here. There we go. I lost Clip Studio. Oh, here it is. Thank you. You know. Yeah, I own 10 guinea pigs. I'm probably going to get maybe at least 2 or 3 more in March from Oregon. Hopefully. I'm hoping I get them. If I don't, I'll be very sad. Can it not? Jesus, I hate you, Clip Studio. Yeah, when we get 2, maybe 4. Honestly, if I have money for it, I want to get at least 4. And those guys are coming all the way from Oregon, so that's gonna be fun. But I am hoping I get... I'm trying to get show quality ones, so they have to be from transport. And they can cost a lot. Our last guinea pig, we paid 100 for. She was $100. She came from Utah? Yeah, she came from Utah. She was $100. And then every 1 to 2 months we pay like $120 for like food, like their hay and pellets. That's not excluding their vegetables. It's gonna be a pretty penny. They're very expensive once you start, what's it called? having your own lines and whatnot, they get very expensive. Hello! I should not be streaming this late. I didn't post anywhere that I'm live, so I'm surprised people know I'm live right now. I expected it to be like a very like quiet stream today. Cause I was testing out redeems. Why am I older over here? God damn, I hate you, VTuber Studio. There, Jesus. There we go. Honestly, I just somewhat recovered from being sick, not fully. My guinea pigs are sick, so that's not fun. Multiply. Her hair might be too dark. Oof, that's too dark. That's almost pitch black. I didn't even realize. I picked almost a pitch black color. It looks lighter on my screen, that's the problem. No, yeah, now, there we go, now it's fine. Now it's fine. I'm gonna switch back to Pixel. Well, one of my guinea pigs has Bumblefoot. Because him and my bigger guinea pig Nunu fought, he gave him a very bad cut and that cut got infected. My other guinea pig has ringworm. So which means everyone has ringworm, which means everyone has to get. I need to go buy Invector, whatever it's called, on Amazon. Yeah, typically when one guinea pig has ringworm, it means everyone probably has ringworm. Which means everyone has to go get. I just realized I didn't. Oh, Jesus, I'm huge. I had to fix that. Oh, no. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah. Typically, if one guinea pig has ringworm, which it means everyone has to get treated because ringworm is a fungal infection, so. There we go. Yeah, for everyone that has guinea pigs, if one of your guinea pig is in ringworms, that means you should treat all of your guinea pigs that because it's a fungal infection and humans can also get it. So you gotta be careful. It's not a worm, it's just called ringworm. It's just a fungal infection. Humans can also get it, so if you have dogs or anything, they can also get it. You gotta be careful of that. It'll spread like crazy too. So you gotta be careful. And I have 10 guinea pigs, which means all 10 of them need medication. So it's really annoying. I have 10 for now. Coco's pregnant right now, again, which I didn't want her to be pregnant, but she jumped in the male's cage. Thankfully, we have a lady who really likes her jeans, so I'm not worried. I think 4 of my guinea pigs might be pregnant. I know 1 is confirmed. The other 3, maybe. I gotta wait for a month and see if their tummies grow. I swear to God, Nunu starts fighting again. Oh yeah, today Nunu's been fighting the baby all day again, so I have to keep watch of all day. If he starts fighting again, that's gonna be a problem. We thought about neutering Nunu. Like, it's not recommended to neuter or spay guinea pigs because they're very sensitive, but with how aggressive he is, we might have to. Like, he's very aggressive. Like, I don't even feel safe giving him to, like, another home because, he already drew blood in 2 of our guinea pigs, so... He only kept with ladies, it seems like. It's not very common to find spayed ladies, though. He's very, yeah, he gave him out of the guinea pig Bumblefoot. And then, because of his injuries, one of my guinea pigs, one of her eye, she got in the middle of their fight. One of her eye, she's blind in one eye because of it, so... He's very aggressive. I would not like to, what's it called, neuter him because he's a Californian guinea pig. With how aggressive he is, I might have to. He's very aggressive. And then, yeah, he drew blood on his old cage mate as well. Supposedly, they were bonded when we got them, but... Worst comes to worst, we neuter him, honestly. That's the worst. We neuter him and keep him. But it's recommended not to spay them. Or neuter them, or all that jazz. I don't have any neuter or spayed guinea pigs in my care. Those are really expensive. It's like $200 plus, maybe? Like, it's really expensive to neuter a guinea pig or spay them. I know it's at least 200. I have no idea if my YouTube is streaming as well, honestly. I haven't checked. YouTube in my life. I am live, that's wonderful. I gotta check my restream because I'm not live on my other channel. Sign in. Sign in with Google. I think Nunu's fighting him again, for fuck's sake. I think it's probably because we have women, to be quite fair. Probably just their hormones acting up. But even then, Nunu is very aggressive with other males. Hello. I don't know. Okay, there you go. Thank you for the follow. I don't know why my mic isn't detecting anymore. Disconnect. Jesus. I cannot be bothered. You know, whatever. We are not a guinea pig. Thank you for the follow.
Oh,
Why did you say welcome?
welcome to the guinea pigs.
Okay. I don't think that's how it works.
Off.
What do you mean it's like the mafia?
Look.
Have you been to the mafia? Shut the fuck up. We're just doing some art. This is supposed to be hair. Hi, morning. I'm just doing some comms. How was it? I was testing out my redeem. What time is it for you? It's is this 4 a.m. for me? Shit, what was it doing? I was coloring this. It's too. Yeah, it's not morning for you technically. I mean, I both kinda. I didn't sleep much. I was like, whatever. I guess I'll go test out some stuff. Might as well. Gotta be productive. I have two more I have two more commissions left to color, and then I'll just sketch more, and then I gotta do some bases. Oh. Where? Hello. Speaking of toast, I have garlic toast in my fridge right now. Yeah, we had some lasagna and some toast yesterday. What will I eat today is the real question. Because I don't feel like cooking today. I feel like playing Pokemon Go today. My family has been stalking me, which has been very annoying, though. Realize I missed some of repair. Yeah, it's gonna be quiet today. Honestly, I hired two managers recently. Well, I didn't hire them. They offered to help, and I agreed. And it told me I should start writing things down before I go on stream. But I'm like, damn, my life is not that interesting. My personal life is not that interesting to talk about. Like, honestly, chat, my life, personal life, is like the same, almost the same every day. I just don't have an interesting life. Like, I don't know what to talk about, honestly. I don't have an interesting life. Alright, let me send this to her. Let me send this to her. I've got the rain on, hold on. Why is Microsoft Edge? Well, fuck off. Leave me alone, dude. I don't care about you, Microsoft Edge. I really don't. Do I have any Pad the Root commissions? Panic. No Pad the Root commissions. I'm good for Christmas. Do I got a snack? I don't know what I want to snack on though. I might need to keep this. I already do this base. Thank you for the follow. Ay, balas, não quero comer só. I don't think I speak that dialect of Bengali specifically. I'll also be honest though, it's been a while. Uh, Due to I don't really speak as Bengali in general as much as I used to. Oh, it's because I'm American. Sorry. I don't speak that dialect Bengali though. I'm a bit more Americanized. I don't really talk to my family as much. I think I think they're from West. I don't think they're from West Bengal. They're from Dhaka. At least one of them. I think my mom is from Dhaka. My dad's more from the village. But it's been a while since I talked to them. I left them like 2 years ago. So I don't speak as much Bengali as I used to. So that's the reason why my Bengali is kind of broken. Yeah, I'm Bangladeshi. That's the best way to put it. I'd probably put that instead of Bengali, but a lot of people don't understand the difference. But I'm not a typical South Asian. I left my family, which is very sinful in that culture. I think Amara's just DM'd me. Okay, yeah, she did. This is very sinful in the culture, but I want to break the generational trauma. Yeah, honestly, I never learned how to what's it called? Read it. No, they're actually stalking me right now. They found my social. They've been messaging me nonstop, and I cut off contact. I did it for my own good, honestly. I escaped 2 years ago. It's weird because I'm an adult and I shouldn't say, I escaped. But you know how South Asian parents are. They don't let you do anything. Um, the worst part is that it's Islamic, they're Muslim. Bengali parents as well. It was very harsh for me. I left. I straight up left. I couldn't deal with it. I went to Islamic school and all of that, and I'm still not religious, so I don't really follow any religion anymore after that. It traumatized me so bad. I wish I could have done that. They didn't let me. I went to dorm with one of my close friends. Like they know that friend as well, but they still said no. Yeah, no, right? Doesn't seem like it. They forced me to an Islamic school. And because of that, I don't follow any religion anymore. I don't even think about it. I don't talk about it really. Like my own personal life, I don't follow any religion because of that. Like I don't I don't even believe in atheism, like none of that. I don't even touch it. I don't touch it, pretty much. I got so traumatized I don't even touch that subject in my life anymore. Like before I went to Islamic school, I was a very honor roll like AB student. But after I pretty much became like a C, D, even a failure student because that school really killed me. And it's weird because in Islamic culture, especially you're not allowed to have guy friends. My parents knew that I always had guy friends because a lot of girls especially in Islamic school, don't really care about gaming and stuff as much as I did. So I felt very isolated. And honestly, right now they're stalking me. I and they're guilt tripping me, saying, your mother's sick, you need to come back home. She wants to see you and all that. But my when one of my ex-boyfriends, I didn't tell my mom it was an ex-boyfriend at the time, had cancer. She thanked God that he had cancer, and that was a moment when I realized that I had to leave. Like, for my whole life, I've been trying to please them, but I know I didn't. It's been 2 years, and I still haven't gone back to see them. The second my mom did that to him, I realized I can't do anything. I can't do anything to please them. The second she thanked God that he had cancer, so I wouldn't hang out with him anymore, that's when that really killed me. That really, honestly, just, it was so upsetting, because at the time, you know, I cared about him. Thanks for the follow. And no, it's what's funny. What's funny that her cancer, and she told me that the doctor said her cancer might come back. There's signs of it, and I didn't feel bad when she told me that. And both my dad and my mom were pissed that I didn't feel bad. But the fact that she was like, Alhamdulillah, you don't do me hello. Like, you don't have to focus on him anymore and all that. And I couldn't. I broke down. They didn't let me see him in the hospital or anything. I was so upset. And right now, I met my current fiance, and he helped me escape. He helped me escape from them. And what's sad about the fact is that I tried our relationship when I moved out. Um, my current fiance is the one who helped me escape from them, and ever since then I've been good. And because of them, I realized after I escaped, I realized I have BPD, and that's probably because of how I grew up, which is borderline personality disorder, which I didn't know I had before. I used to, but when I was younger, with how much therapy I went to, because of how much my family kept bullying me, the second I went to therapy, it became so inefficient that I was like, you know what? I can't deal with this. It was really bad the way I grew up, because my younger brother has autism, and they took it very seriously. Like, they got him the therapist he needed. They babied him. But when it came to my depression, how I was feeling, I straight up told him I want to kill myself because of how they treat me. They just laughed pretty much, and just screamed at me, and I couldn't deal with it. But right now I'm doing good. Right now I'm in a non-toxic environment. I'm engaged. We have a healthy relationship. I moved out. I'm streaming. I'm doing what I want to do. Finally, I finally have pets and stuff I never got as a kid, and all that. Even right now, my dad went on Twitter, and he straight up said, I'm a wealthy man, but my daughter chooses to live a wealthy life. And I'm like, that's not the point. I didn't leave. Like, they're so insensitive. They think it's all about money when it's not. Like, sure, I'm not wealthy anymore, but I'm happy. And my fiance provides for me. Like, because of how traumatized I was, like, I don't drive. It's so bad. Like, most people would not date me. Straight up. And I don't blame them. But my fiance does provide for me. I do art commissions. He helps with it. And that's what we do now. When I use my real name for my Twitch nowadays, because when I went under a different alias, my family still found me, and I was like, you know what, whatever. Go ahead, go stalk me at this rate. My dad keeps saying, your mom's gonna die and all this, but I'm at the point where I don't care because of how I was treated. And what baffles me the most is the fact that my parents now want to constantly talk to me. But when I lived there, I pretty much stayed in my room. I didn't talk to them. I had, like, no emotional connection. Like, I talked to them here and there, but it wasn't, like, often. Especially after how they treat me with the cancer stuff from my ex-boyfriend depression, I didn't talk to them much. But now they want to constantly talk to me. So when my mom kept constantly trying to talk to me almost every day and spam call me 10, 13 times, I tried to talk to her once and I couldn't do it. Like, I felt so awkward. Like it didn't feel like a mother-daughter connection. It just felt like a stranger to me. Like that's how disconnected I am from my biological family. That's how disconnected I feel. Because of how they treated me. Because I never talked to them about my personal life. I never talked to them about my friends. Or like when I tried to make a friend physically, you know, they pretty much I wasn't pretty much allowed to hang out. And they knew like already that like I didn't have any friends at my Islamic school. So I felt very isolated, and I had all my friends on the internet. And they tried to make sure that I said they tried to cut off the internet and all that for me when I was younger, and that really killed me. But no, the right now they're stalking me. And fun fact, I'm 24. I'm 24. And when I left, the way the second I left, they called the police, and the way they made it seem to the police that the fact that they made it sound like I was a minor that left. I was 22 when I left. I was an adult when I left. I had to go to the police to clear out my name, and the police were fucking confused that I was an adult. The police were just like, "Oh yeah, her dad can pick her up, right?" And I said, "Please don't." And I was so glad I brought my passport, my driver's license, just so I could prove I was an adult. Because the way my parents, when I escaped my sin, they made it think I was a minor running away from home. That's how bad it was. And you know, they had my younger brother, who's 10 years younger than me. You know what's funny? They didn't talk to me. All they did was focus on him. I have a younger brother. That's all they focus on. The second I left, it's like they have to focus on me. I don't know why. They want to control me. They say they love me, but what's funny is that they never once told me that they loved me until I left. Which is very, very telling. And I was like, you've never once told me that. Especially coming from my dad. I straight up told him, like, hey, I'm suffering, and they just laugh, saying, you have shelter, you have this, you get anything you want, which I didn't, by the way. And I had to beg them to let me work. And they only let me work like once or twice a week. And I realized there's no point in me working when I was working once or twice a week, so I just quit. I got tired because my dad controlled me so much to the point where I couldn't work overtime. And then my coworker and his wife, my manager at the time, invited me out, and my mom, and my mom, what she did was that he gave me an address, right? It's like, hey, let's meet up here, we go all hang out. I was like, oh, that's great, I finally have some friends at work, and I told my parents about it. They got pissed I made friends at work. They're like, you should be working, not making friends. And then the thing she did was really fucked up. Was I went out, and, she wanted to go wash, like, my pants and stuff. She took out the note, and then she came to a talk with these things. She's like, Nafila, did you know, someone in our family saw you out with a guy, blah, 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 this. And I said, okay, oh, well, I wasn't really hanging out with the guy. And I said, yeah, I have a, guy friend, but that's it. And she kept lying. So after a while, after the argument got heated, so I asked her, show me the address. Show me the address. And she pulled up this note that was from my manager, and I screamed at her. I was like, how fucking dare you lie to me? And she never apologized for that. And she got mad I spoke to her like that. But the amount of gaslighting I went through was the fact that it's probably the reason why I have such high BPD. Because I felt crazy, but I knew. I was like, who saw us? Like, no one saw us. And it was so ridiculous. I screamed. I screamed so loud. I was so pissed off. It was really ridiculous. And my parents don't believe I was fucked up, which is annoying. They really believe that they gave me everything and that I'm just a spoiled brat who ran away. But at the same time, they won't accept the fact that I ran away. This is why I'm gonna say the most fucked up thing. I don't personally care. Even if my mother's dying wish is to see me one last time, I'm not gonna go. Because when I was suicidal, they didn't care. My mom, when I was cutting myself, when I was self-harming, straight up told me, why does drink a bottle of rat poison and die? When I was 14. I remember all the fucked up things they said to me. You know what's funny? After all the fucked up shit they did, I still gave them a chance after I left. I still gave them a chance, and my fiance was hoping, you know, maybe just for my own personal sake, that I could have a relationship with them. And they fucked it up, and now they're still begging me to come back, and I said no. I'm not talking to you. I don't want your money. I don't want anything from you anymore. I still remember all the fucked up stuff they said to me, all the fucked up things I went, all the physical beatings I went through. And they still think they're good just because they bought me things. They bought me food that I didn't even ask for. They'll do this. I'm like, no. No. Yeah, I left. I left till this day. You know what's funny? Um, I have a real life friend that my dad talks to her mom constantly to try to guilt trip her mom into he tried to guilt trip her mom into her friend talking to me. And you know, my friend straight up told my dad that I do not want any contact with him, and that if he wants to send me personal stuff, he can send it through her. And guess what? They ignored that and now they're trying to stalk me on my social media. And I posted saying, you know, I gave you that chance. I gave you that chance to make amends with you, and you said no. And that's not my fault. Because we've agreed, by the way, we've agreed for my dad's sake to get married the Islamic way. If he didn't make a big deal out of it. And guess what? He did. He tried to force my current fiance to becoming Muslim. He tried to, be happy about it and try to make a party out of it. I said, no, I'm not doing that. And my fiance lost her job once just so we can, appease them. And we decided we're not going to go through that again. And you know what? They call my fiance a pedophile too, which is very ironic. Considering the fact that we were both adults when we got together. And this is all because I told him, a lot of South Asians. Non-brown. He's more like East Asian. We met on Twitter, oddly enough. We met through the VTubing circle. If it weren't for him, I would not be here. He's East Asian, same as me. He doesn't really care about religion, none of that. He is 10 years older than me, but I personally like the fact that he's older than me for that much, because it brings a huge stability in my personal life, and because I want to settle down. He's never dated younger girls. It's not his, he's trying to prey on me or anything. He just liked me. Straight up. He just liked the fact that we like the same things. And we got along. We were already friends before, because we were both streamers. I used to play games with him. For me, I was honestly initially turned off by the fact that he was older than me. Let me put this ad break on. But now it's probably it's the most stable relationship I had in my life. It's the most stable I've ever been in my life, honestly. We're engaged, we've been dating for 2 years. I've been living with him for over almost 2 years. I'm on all of his we have a joint bank account together. I'm on all of his insurance and all that, blah blah blah, all that jazz. I don't have to I can't drive, so he drives anywhere I want to go, all of that jazz. So, and yeah, my parents keep trying to force me to go back. My parents, especially my dad, they said, "Oh, you can come back alone. You didn't need to bring him. You'll be able to go back." I'm like, what do you mean I'll be able to go back to come back here? I mean, why would you have to tell me that if you didn't plan on trapping me there? And I'm never go anywhere alone. Because of the intense paranoia I have from growing up, feeling like someone's constantly watching me. I dismissed it. What do you mean, freaking Twitch? Okay, Twitch, fuck you. Now let's wait for this ad break to end. I'm sure if you don't have the ad, I can still talk, but if you do, I'll just wait. A stranger. They used to hit me when I was younger. All the time. Especially my mom. My mom used to hit me a lot. And honestly, I don't think I ever recovered from that. But yeah, me personally, because of my intense fear, I don't go anywhere alone. The only time I go anywhere is with my fiance. Like anywhere, even physically. Like right now, even if I'm in a safe neighborhood. Like if I want to go shopping, I take him with me. If I want to go somewhere, I take him with me. Because of the intense fear I have, because of how I grew up as. Okay, all of this is here. I already know that the second I go back, they try to trap me again. I'm not stupid. But I know the fact that, the fact that they keep saying you can go back if you come back, and your mom's dying and all this and, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's funny you think that I care. Honestly, yeah, no. They're trying so hard for me to go back by myself, and I know the second I go back, I'm fucked. Like straight up. They stopped me from like so many of my dreams and whatnot. I straight up told them that I want to be a video game designer, which yeah, it's not a lucrative, thing, but it's something I was very passionate about at the time when I wanted to go to college. So yeah, it's not the typical doctor engineer, but it's something I really want to do. And you know what? Both my parents bullied me out of it. And I said, and now they keep bragging about how wealthy they are, and they let me do anything I want. I'm like, you didn't let me go to the college I wanted to go. Like it's so dumb. It's so stupid. I hold a lot of resentment. Some days I should forgive them. I'm like, no, I'm not going to. I really don't care. For me, I still have to separate my culture from how I grew up as. I know culture and religion are different. So for me, I don't speak the language as much anymore because the only person I speak the language was with my parents. But I do still connect with the culture. Like my fiance is very intercultural things and along with history, so he loves looking into that stuff. So it made me feel okay to talk about culture with him and be connected with it. But not as connected as most people because of I don't have even then I don't have much connection with it only because my parents never really talked about culture either. Like we never celebrate Bangladesh's Independence Day. Like the only thing I can remember from my culture is food, which I can cook, thankfully. So like my parents don't really care about like Bengali holidays or anything. Like they're very Americanized, I would argue, compared to like most Bengalis. Yeah, no, it is. They're very, I argue they're more religious extreme. They're very like they follow like the purity culture and all. No, they started doing that when I had children because my parents they always talk about the crazy stories they did, and I feel very jealous. My mom's like, oh yeah, I used to go without a headscarf. I used to have boys over at my house. My dad was my grandfather was the head FBI officer and all this, and the way they raised me would be so extreme. I was like, why? You know. Like, oh yeah, your dad's to hang out with all these women and all this and blah blah blah. And, we used to have so many guy and girlfriends. But when I try to do it, they shame me to death. And my parents have been married since they were like both 16. They were both around the same age. They went to the same college together and all that jazz. Is their family? My family is well off. They're rich. They're wealthy. My dad constantly flexes about how much money he has and all that. He owns like 3 or 4 houses and all that. But I was never really allowed to like buy the things I wanted to. Okay, like the big example would be like I really like Pokemon cards. I really love cards, and I had a bunch of childhood collections for my cards. And when my younger brother was born, he destroyed my whole collection. And when I asked my parents to buy it again, because I was crying, I was so upset. I was 10 at the time when he did that, by the way. No, I wasn't 10. I was like 11 or 12 when he did that. And my parents called me childish. And the thing that pissed me off the most, like, oh, you know how people are selling Pokemon cards now? As I grew older, I got pissed. I screamed, like, you guys never let me buy it again. You guys, you know. Like, things they did let me buy was, like, you know, I got, like, art, like, you know, colored pencils from Bangladesh, and I got sketchbooks. But that's really it. My gaming laptop, my ex gave me. My Switch, my ex gave me. My VTuber models like I have right now, my first one, I made myself. Not this one. And then when I started buying things, my own money, they even got more mad. They're like, you should have saved it instead. I'm like, you guys don't let me buy things. I used to be. I am originally from the East Coast. Not anymore. I live in the West Coast now. I live in California. So, for reference, I escaped from Massachusetts to California. Thanks for the follow. And my parents still stalk me. I escaped from coast to coast to get away from them. Like, probably the biggest difference I could have done. I mean, well, they're not stalking me physically anymore, which is a good thing. But they are stalking me, like, you know, social media-wise, trying to get my new number and all that. They make alts, by the way, to constantly stalk me. Like, I blocked their accounts already. I blocked their numbers. Like, the other day, actually, my mom and my brother sent me voice notes on Twitter. And then the other day, my dad also made a comment after I blocked my mom's account. Which was very ironic. I was like, alright, Dad. You can go post on my public account if you want. He also followed my YouTube. And made comments on there too. I was like, you guys really don't understand. I don't care. Yeah. I don't even have a connection with my brother. Like, straight up either. I'm honestly, like, straight up honestly, I'm very jealous at the care my brother got versus I did for my mental health. Like, if I'm being extremely, like, honest. Because my brother, when they found out autism, they babied him. They babied him so much. Saying, you know, he'll never be able to live on his own and all this, blah, blah, blah. He could have been perfectly fine if they honestly never spoiled him, by the way. And what else, I mean, like, yeah. And they never really cared that I was suicidal, that I had depression, that I didn't know I had BPD, but, you know, I probably had BPD at the time. I had ADHD. I struggled in school a lot because of that. I guess for better context, I'm the eldest child. And I'm like one of the first generation of eldest child in my family. Because both my parents are the eldest sibling of their family sides, for reference. So I had to kind of suck it up and be like pride and stuff, but that really killed me. That honestly killed me. And they don't really care that it killed me. Now, what layer is this? And I think that's the biggest problem. The fact that they never cared that because I had to go toughen up pretty much. And that's what honestly really drove me away as well. I got very jealous of my brother. Like, till this day I am. Like, sure, it sounds fucked up, but because of how they treat me, I'm still, till this day, very jealous. And I think I always will be. You know, maybe there's a day where I'm not jealous, but right now, I still am. you know, when the Islamic school didn't accept my brother for having autism, they put him in a public school. But when I got bullied and like even the staff was harassing me in my private school, they forced me to stay there. I straight told them that this school makes me very depressed. Like I don't fit in. I don't like it here. Like it makes me feel very alone, and they didn't care. Just want to suck it up. They straight told me it's my fault I couldn't make friends. Like really, you want to tell a 14-year-old that that's their fault? Like I said again earlier, when I was like suicidal, and my parents found out I was self harming, my mom said, you know, you could just drink a bottle of rat poison and kill yourself like your uncle did. I was like, oh, and she screamed at me because it's my fault, and that she's like, she also told me that you can go self harm, just don't let the school know, and all of that. Like I was 14, I was a child, and I had to deal with that. They did. I had to learn Arabic and stuff. I still know the Arabic language. Instead of Spanish class, they made us take Arabic language, like the language itself, along with Quran, along with Islamic teachings and all that. And all of our teachers had to wear a headscarf, even if they weren't Muslim. Half of our teachers weren't even qualified, by the way, for teaching as well, which was fun, because the private school, so they didn't care. And the principal also bragged about how she checks her adult son's phone, even though he's married, so he doesn't cuss. It's really fucked up. And some of the staff will also stalk your social media. And if they see you hanging out with a guy, especially if you're a girl, they will report it. I had to go there from 7th grade to 12th grade. And they had a connection in one of the colleges in Texas. And pretty much if you got there, you got a guaranteed, like, you know, almost like a scholarship you go there. And my parents were pissed I didn't take it. I'm like, no, I'm going back to Massachusetts. And I did. And when I did, they blamed me. I told them that I was doing fine by myself, but they insisted they come back, so they came back, and I was trapped again with them. And every day, almost every day, when it got cold in Massachusetts, they were like, you know, they're like, you know, we moved here, we're suffering from the cold because of you. And I said, I was doing fine, you could just leave. I was an adult, I wasn't a child. I was like 19, 20. I hid a bunch of my stuff on my phones. I had an SD card, and I put it all on my computer, on my laptop. Like it was my school laptop, so they couldn't really go through it. Air quote the school laptop. I also just hid a bunch of stuff. I locked it. And pretty much because of all that, um, I had to I had a lot of online friends, so that's kind of all I had at the time. Now, being in purity culture makes you very hypersexual. That's the thing no one talks about. That's the thing no one likes to talk about. Being in purity culture makes you very, very hypersexual, and it's very bad. Because my fiance grew up in like a more normal household, he's not hypersexual, which is very interesting. Where I am, and it was so interesting to see how different we were in terms of our libidos and how we view sex and all that. For me, I'm also demisexual and demi-romantic, which means I like to focus on one partner, and I need to have sex with him, and he's pretty similar. But it was fun to see how our libidos were drastically so different because of how we grew up. Oh shit, here it is. So yeah, no. And yeah, I think in more like South Asian countries it's a little bit easier. I'd say in like more countries like in the US, it can be a bit harder. Especially like a lot of people, especially hookup culture is very normal here. which isn't good for me. But I found some. But for someone that are like that's very similar to me, it's hard. And a lot of people also are just pretty normal here. Like honestly, they're not as fucked up as like me, for example. It was just like what I went through was really fucked, and my parents all come to say, "Well, other people have it worse." I'm like, I don't care, man. But you know, they will guilt trip me till the day I die. Really? That's quite surprising. I honestly didn't expect that. That's a good thing though that India is a bit going towards that route. I know, no, yeah. The thing I was scared about the most, the fact that my parents honor killing me. Until this day, I'm scared about that, honestly. Because it can, honor killings can happen in America, which is very scary. Like, till this day, I'm scared about that. Like, right now, even, I'm scared about that, but, you know, I feel protected with my partner. I feel very safe with him. Like, obviously, you shouldn't expect that, but, you know, you'll never know with South Asian parents. Alright, first year, had my... Really? That was my guinea pigs fighting. It was mostly my mom that beat me a lot. My dad didn't. Well, it's especially hard in America to do that, you know, especially with laws and stuff, you know. It was mostly my mom that did all the beating for me. It happened quite often for me, honestly. My mom also broke my things when she was mad at me. Like, I had a bunch of headphones and stuff. I used to listen to a lot of music, and then anytime she was mad at me, she would just break them. I know it's weird because my uncle, they said she just has a very violent temper. Honestly, though, I never really talked to like them, so I wouldn't know. It's hard to know someone when you don't talk to them. My For me, I have borderline personality disorder because of how I was grew up, because of the gaslighting, Islamic school. I go from like, and also because I was on the middleman. I was always the middleman between my mom and dad. When they ranted, my dad was always calm. My mom was always angry. My dad says things about her. My mom say things about him. Like it was annoying. So I had to always, because of that, my mood constantly swings because of that. My dad never physically abused my mom. He wasn't violent. My mom was definitely violent. She used to break glasses, like like bowls and stuff. She used to smash them on the ground. She tried to marry me off once, which was fun. Um, my dad's more of the silent anger. My mom's the opposite, and because of that, I'm both. My dad did used to constantly self-loathe a lot though, so I guess I grew up self-loathing a lot as well because of that. She'd be like, I never buy anything for myself. I always buy things for the family. And I kind of say those things too sometimes when I get upset. Yeah, no, she wanted to marry me off to a family friend. Surprisingly, my dad stopped it because he personally believed because I'm an American, I shouldn't marry someone from Bangladesh. Did your father has BPD too? I don't think so. For a while, I was misdiagnosed with schizophrenia, so that was fun. For like most of my life. My mom probably has ADHD though. Or mom probably has autism. I don't have autism. I have ADHD. No, they definitely do. They definitely do. Cause my brother has autism. Actually, one time, they took my brother to like an Islamic, sheikh in Bangladesh, and they started reading Quran to him, and he started screaming. And parents genuinely believed it was the devil coming out of him. So that was fun. I was like, no, that's not the case. No, my mom at least definitely has some form of ADHD. No, they're not related, thankfully. They grew up very Americanized. They grew up like dating each other, hanging out with guy friends, hanging out with women friends. Her cousin cheated on someone. Like they grew up honestly quite Americanized for how strict they are. She grew up without wearing like a headscarf and stuff. They grew up very Americanized. They find dating cousins disgusting and all that. Like they're very modernized in terms of South Asian parents. They did get married young though, and they went to the same college and all that jazz. Blah 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 blah. But they did date before they got together, which I found ironic because they didn't let me do any of that. It honestly made me quite bitter a lot because of like there were she told me like, all the stories like how she walked in, like short dresses and all that jazz, but they couldn't do anything to her because her dad was like at the head FBI. And I guess is why I'm like so bitter as well because they were always allowed to do these things, but when it came to me, they didn't allow me to do anything. They kept me very like isolated. I don't know. Maybe they feared America so much to a point where it just it drove their child off. And then especially after I found my brother autism, they kind of stopped caring about my emotional needs. Like even worse. I was an only child for 10 years. My brother is 10 years younger than me. Um, for reference. Like because I was the eldest child and like I was like one of the first child born from both sides. I got spoiled a lot in terms of yeah, when I was a kid. Yeah, I did get a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I did this, but the emotional toll and the physical toll didn't make up for what I went through and what I got in return for being spoiled. Like my mom threw me across the room before I was 5. I vividly remember that. When I didn't eat food, she threw the plate on the ground or threw the food on the ground, made me clean it up, and made me try to force it down my throat. Like I remember all of that, all of those things. I just spent a lot of time at my friend's house just so I could avoid staying home. As I grew older, though, like, my dad's like, you can't ride bikes anymore. After I reached puberty and stuff, he's like, Muslim women don't ride bikes. Right now, she's hospitalized. Supposedly, she got a brain stroke. I don't know. I honestly didn't check, if I'm being honest. Apparently, she's hospitalized. That's what my dad's telling me, too. Again, I don't know what to believe. Again, I didn't bother checking. Um, so, I'm if it's true, then I'm pretty safe. If it's not, then I'm screwed. She could also send one of her family members to honor kill me, which I'm also very scared about too. Honestly, or hire a hitman. And this is why I'm always scared to like leave out the house alone. Like I'm always scared to be by myself for like those reasons. That's why anytime I want to go out, I always bring him with me. And it's just scary, but I feel safer when I'm with him, honestly. All of his friends would protect me. I've never been to India. I've been to Bangladesh a few times. I've never been to India though. I have been to Bangladesh though, quite a lot. Maybe one day. I haven't traveled. Honestly, with the amount of pets I have, I could barely travel. Because I wasn't allowed to really have indoor pets. Growing up, I went crazy with the amount of indoor pets I have now. Like, all the things I wasn't allowed to do as a kid, I'm definitely doing now. Like, I already bought so many. After I left, the first thing me and my fiance bought together, we just bought a bunch of Pokemon cards. He knew how much I like Pokemon cards. I currently have 10 guinea pigs. And I also breed my own guinea pigs. I rescue my own guinea pigs. So right now it's 10. But I plan to get 4 more, at least 2 more in March. So I'll be again 12. And one of my ladies is pregnant. So yeah, I went very crazy with the amount of pets I have. It's just one pet, one type of pet, but I have a lot of them. Yeah, I raise them, I breed my own, I rescue them. Hello. My fiance used to have rabbits, but then his mom didn't listen to him and accidentally killed him. So he didn't want to get another rabbit after his current one died. And he knew I like furry pets, but he wants something small. He's not a big cat person. His siblings have cats. And for me, I really like an animal that talks, so he used to have guinea pigs, so that's what he suggested. I'm a guinea pig VTuber myself, if I switch my model, but I didn't do that right now. So because of that, I have 12 guinea pigs. I eat meat. Not often though. Like my fiance loves meat, but me personally, I don't eat meat just because I just don't like the texture sometimes. And in general, I just eat a lot of vegetables without trying. My fiance loves meat though. He eats anything. He loves fish as well, which is quite opposite of me because I don't like fish. Which is very ironic because I'm Bengali. I think my fiance has tried everything. I'm like quite the opposite of him. I'm like, I'm like, will I try it? We'll see. If he likes this, I'm gonna take a small bite of his food, but typically I usually don't. He doesn't care. He's like, whatever makes me happy. I know, right? I really can't stand the smell. I really don't like I really don't like fishy tastes. I just really don't. I really can't stand like I love shrimp. I love shrimp, but when it comes to like strong fish, I can't handle it. Oh shit, is this here? Okay, it is. I just one. Yeah, I'm raising them alone. I've been raising guinea pigs for about 2 to 3 years now. I have. I do like this. I do like our national fish with Elise Moss, which I honestly like. Like I don't hate that honestly. What layer is this? I love the national fish that we all should eat. I also love tilapia, but when it's something super fishy, like even tuna, I can't handle. If it's not too fishy, I like it. My fiance doesn't like Elish only because of all the bones. He's very familiar with this fish. But yeah, I've been raising and breeding and rescuing guinea pigs for about 2 years now. I have a good I understand their genetics pretty good. When they need to give babies and all that. And because I don't work, I get to have a lot of time with them. I'm pretty much home all day. My job is to pretty much stream and guinea pigs. You know, you really can. The best place is like in New York, but like that's really far from me. Oh, the good thing about living here in California, I'm like nearby so many like South Asian and Indian restaurants and stores. Like we can go to a gas station and there'll be samosas there, which is great. My fiance loves samosa. He literally likes samosa. So that's great. I can just go to a gas station and get a samosa, which has been such a life changer for me. Which is very opposite from the East Coast, which you can't really get often. No, let me go. Honestly, I after I moved out, I didn't keep track of what I ate. I'm very bad at keeping track of what I eat. I think here in California we hold the biggest chic parade. So that's fun. For those that are new here, I do have a guinea pig model, for example. Let me go show that. It is. And, I mean, I lived in Boston. And let me show off my guinea pig model real quick for people that are new here. I love these toggles. It makes it so much easier. There we go. Yeah, this is my actual mod that I typically use to stream. The area I live in is pretty safe. It always depends. I don't live in South California, like where like the popular areas of California. I live more like in the more farmland area. So there's just farmers here. It's farmers and South Asians typically. My fiance has lived in like super good areas of California when he was younger though, like the rich areas. His school had archery, which was really cool. When he grew up, his school had archery. Let me send this to my client real quick. Blah, 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 blah. California can be expensive. Here's my, when I'm done streaming, here's my Discord. Anyone wants to stop by? Oh, my fiance wants to do that too. He loves driving. He was a car guy when he was younger. I'm not a car woman though. Honestly though, my fiance was the biggest risk I ever took in life. And it paid off for me, but it was very risky. I don't recommend anyone doing it. I personally really like Boston. Like, if I had the chance to live there again without being worried for my family, I would. But, like, well, and also that, oh, and if I wasn't worried about my guinea pigs, I would have moved back. But it's fine here in California. I honestly never thought about moving to California. The reason why I moved is because my fiance was already stable here, and he's like, it might take him a while to move back to Boston. So I just honestly did a risky thing. I was like, you know what, I'll just go there. Straight up, it wasn't we were only dating for 4 months at the time as well. So it was very risky. I need her glasses. Oopsie. I think I know it was very risky, and like I said, I don't reckon. Yeah, I met him on Twitter. So we were both VTubers, streamers, and we were already friends. And then, okay, news ad real quick. There we go. So we were already friends, like hanging out regularly. Like we were both streamers, and he liked me. Well, like yeah, no, like we were already friends before. Like when he started streaming, he didn't plan on dating anyone. He hasn't dated anyone in 5 years before he met me. He wasn't really looking to date anyone. He was just living life, doing guy stuff, He doesn't want to chill and just collect stuff. That's straight up. Like that's straight what he told me. But he just liked me. He really liked how we connected. We always talked. When he talked to me, he felt like he knew me for like a long time, and we had like a lot in common. We like the same thing. We like the same shows. And him and I hung out a lot together. It was like, it was mutual, I guess is the best way to put it. He was just collecting, like, he was just living his life collecting cards and shit, like, straight up, that's it. He was just working, collecting cards. Like, sure, that's all he did, like... I sure have told him, if he's looking at any other women, then don't bother dating me. I'm either your first choice or not. Straight up. I sure have told him, I sure have told him that I'm looking to settle down. I'm trying to escape from my family. I'm not playing any games. I'm getting too old for it. Because before him, I got out of my relationship with my ex, that's the person with cancer. Him and I ended up really bad, and after that, I didn't want to really date anyone. Let me go get the gold. I sure told him, like, if I'm not your first party, then don't bother dating me. Like, I was so tired. He's alive. We don't talk anymore, though, so I don't know how he is now, but I'm pretty sure he's alive. We haven't talked since we broke up about 2 years ago. And, when my fiance was, we were dating, I even told him, is it too soon, because I just broke up, with him. We actually met because I actually overdosed. I overdosed on some antidepressants. My fiance is on good terms with his exes. I was on good terms with some of my exes, but it turned out they still liked me for some reason, even though we dated in 2014, so I don't talk to them anymore. Do some stalk me? Yeah. Do I care? No. Yeah, my fiance is good terms with exes. I'm not worried about cheating or anything, but so I was on good terms with some of my exes, but I don't really talk to them either. I only sort of talked to one ex. No, dude, no, one of my exes is so obsessed with me. He's been obsessed since 2014, and I'm like, I'm not interested in you. He really likes me. He still does. He dated other women as well, but he's like he doesn't. It doesn't feel the same. I was like, I'm not interested in you anymore, man. You ditched me to play Xbox, dude. He didn't talk to me. So he didn't talk to me like for a while, like for like a month, and he was just playing Warframe or some shit. I don't know. All my relationships were online because of my family. I only had one real relationship, was my ex before my current fiance. So what happened was that I actually overdosed on medicine, like some antidepressants, and at the time I overdosed on like some allergy meds. I was just trying to overdose and kill myself, like about 2 years ago. Because at the time, my ex was the only person I knew in real life, and he said he would help me escape from my family. And when he left, I didn't know what to do. Like I felt so alone and lost. Like I knew no one else in real life. He was the only other person I knew in real life that was willing to help. That was willing to help. Also was willing to help me as well. So when he left, I just wanted to be dead. Like I was so tired of my family, I didn't know what to do. So I overdosed, and I just panicked. I just posted on Twitter. Like I just panicked. And me and my current fiance, we were already friends. We were already like casuals with each other on Twitter. Because I was in a big streaming community. I used to network a lot. I just panicked. My hands were shaking. I didn't know what to do at the time. And him and I started talking, and then we started hanging out more. And we were all in a friend group. And the most fucked up thing I did was I stalked him. Um, he knew I stalked him, by the way, and he still decided to ask me out. But pretty much, I panicked. I didn't know what to do. I just felt so lost in that moment. And pretty much and then he wasn't really interested in dating or anything. We were just strictly friends. But after we hung out, yeah, straight up we just started to like each other. Like, we hung out. He asked me questions, about myself. We just talked. And it turns out, we like the same things. And we already hung out. We're already good friends. So, and then he told me his age, which was kind of off put by, but then after a while, I was like, whatever, I'll take a risk. I usually don't date guys like him. I usually date people that are very introverted, and he was very extroverted. Like, he was very out there. So, after 4 months in a relationship, he actually helped me escape. And I took that risk. Like, he was a random man. I barely, knew him. We were only there for 4 months. But I was tired of my family, and he paid for everything. He paid for all the luggages. He paid to get my stuff from Massachusetts to to California. All of that, all the stuff I needed, he paid for. And we left. And I never looked back. And now my life is very, very, what's it called? Chill. It's not as chaotic as it used to be. It's very tame, I'd argue. I don't mind, honestly. I'm used to, like, living such a hectic life. We both do commissions together. My parents stopped me from running because they said they cared about me. And that, why would I run with a random man? You know. They kept saying, the thing they kept saying was that he's gonna leave me. My dad kept comparing me to objects, pretty much. It's like, people only like you because, he only likes you because you're new. But the second you're all used up, he'll just break up with you and all that. My parents never really brought up sex with me or anything. They found it too taboo to even talk about, even bring up virginity or anything. But I could tell from the way they were talking. They were just like, oh, he's gonna use you up and throw you away. They kept saying that kind of thing, especially my dad. Then the thing my dad said me was that, some of our family friends, they're like, oh, Aisha got married to a husband her dad chose and all that. I'm like, I don't care. And honestly, realistically, why would my fiance spend this much money just to throw me out? Like, realistically. Why would he spend all this money to live with him, to be on his insurance, have a joint bank account? Take care of me financially, just to throw me out. He did the biggest risk he could was literally bring a stranger to his house. And like he has no issues of pulling women. He had a few girls that liked him before he even asked me out. And he rejected them, like straight up. So he can pull bitches, so I'm not worried. And it's not due that he's a virgin and alone. I'm not worried about that. He can pull bitches just fine. And, it looks shameful and all that, They pretty much told me, oh, we told your aunt so you went to college and that's why you're not here. Honestly, I like the fact that he was stable. I needed someone that wasn't mentally fucked up in my life. A lot of my exes, I personally felt like I was taking care of them. My previous ex before the person who has cancer, same incel lives matter, was kind of incel. I was his first girlfriend at 27. He was 27. Obviously I felt bad he had cancer, but before I knew all of that, he liked someone, he got catfish for 10 years, for example. He knew what type of heels he liked on women, what type of clothes he liked on women. He said a lot of hurtful things to me that made me feel very insecure about who I was. He's like, if you lost weight, you look nicer in dresses. I'm like, buddy, I'm trying to lose weight, man. I'm struggling. I struggled with bulimia for a while because of, my parents always fat shame me. He was stupid, man. I'm sorry. Like, I feel bad for getting cancer, but it doesn't excuse stupidity. He wasn't the brightest. I also like men with confidence. A confidence can go a long way, especially in a guy. My other ex, he constantly relied on his friends constantly for validation or any help and all that, and, when his friends insulted me, he didn't stand up for me, and I didn't like that. And, he probably made my BPD even worse. If I'm being honest. Like, at the time, I didn't know I had BPD. I did all the standard BPD thing where I blocked him, I didn't want to talk to him, then I go back with him. It was bad. I was a bad person, too. But I also argue he did amplify some of my BPD. For example, I let him hang out with his friends, and he ditches me for 3 days. He doesn't text me. He barely talks to me for 3 days straight. And I was just upset at that. I was like, "Are you serious?" You know? It made me feel very like like it didn't matter. And it was very damaging to our relationship because I really like someone that would like to spend time with me. Like I have a very big problem with being obsessive and clingy because of how I grew up as. But the fact they dished for 3 days straight, I wasn't okay with. Yeah, they really are. I'm better at them now. Let me get the bass out. Doo-doo. I think I really liked him because he wasn't like afraid. Like if his friends talk shit about me, he's not gonna let that slide. If his friends cheat on a relationship, he won't talk to them anymore. Like he's very grounded in who he is as a person. My ex was very like reliant on his friends, so I didn't like that. I was like, I really don't like the fact they kind of worship the ground they walk on, even when they do bad things. You know. For example, one of my ex was talking shit about his girlfriend, about how his girlfriend would take care of the kid. I'm like, you do know your friend also doesn't take care of the kid. And he's like, whoa, he started stuttering. And I'm like, I really don't like that in a guy. I realize that. I really don't like that, that double standard. And we don't talk to each other anymore. So my ex is on a very red flag as well. He said every time we fight, I love you less and less, which is a very red flag as couples fight. We fought often because of, some things he said and how he was. And that made me like really, really think about who he was. I was his first girlfriend, so that's probably why, but it was my fault, honestly. But I think I'm just really, I think at the time, I was excited to finally have a real boyfriend, like physically, because, at the time, my parents weren't here, I was living with my aunt, and they didn't really care what the fuck I did. And, I sure a red flag when he was 27, I had a girlfriend, I was like 19. I sure a red flag to me, but at the time, I was very excited. Thankfully, we never, had sex or anything, but, and my ad starts in women, or whatever. But, nah, and I was his first girlfriend and all that. I sure went red flag, but I was excited, but I'm glad him and I are not together. You know, what's funny actually? If it weren't for me, he would have been dead. And the fact that he said I did nothing for him for a relationship is what really stung me. Because if I didn't push him to go to a doctor, he would have never found out he had stage 4 mouth cancer. By the way, I kept pushing him. He kept saying, my mouth feels weird, like there's a lump and all that. For 6 months straight, I kept pushing him to a doctor, and doctor's like, yeah, you have stage 4 mouth cancer. He doesn't smoke or anything, by the way. He has a very bad diet. And when he broke up and he said he did nothing for a relationship, it really fucked me over. And after that cut of contact, I couldn't bear the fact that he said that stuff. Did I miss him? Yeah. I was very upset because I knew no one else. If you can read Bengali, I could probably get a translated version. I see. This person's green. But yeah, no. Um, it really did fuck me over. The fact that he said that. Is it? Maybe get someone to read it to me. Because I never learned Bengali, because my parents never taught me. Oh, I probably try to look for it then. I also do have a Discord, just so I don't forget things. Just so people know when I'm streaming. For anyone that's interested. I'm not sure who's who anymore, actually. This is a pretty late night stream. Maybe I should do late night streams more often. Honestly, depends on when I stay awake. I try not to stay awake super late. I try to follow my fiance schedule. But today I couldn't sleep, so I was like, whatever. I'll test out some new stuff. It's 5:27 a.m. I was up since like 2 in the morning. Maybe I will stream late nights. I probably alternate, honestly, just to make it a little bit better. Yeah, so me and my fiance, we do art commissions together. So that's typically what I stream nowadays, because that's usually what I have time for. Right? Yeah, so I usually do a lot of art commissions, if you've probably seen me on stream. Um, I don't mind, like, answering questions or telling stories while I do art commissions. But we do together. He does the sketches and sounded bases, I just do the rest. So we do that almost every day. Like, I wish I had time for games, honestly, but I just don't have time for games anymore. Wrong brush. I get like 2, 3 commissions per day, like on average. Not line right here. So yeah, he does all the sketches, I do the rest. That's how we kind of split up the work a bit. And it's nice. It helps us, honestly. Makes it less stressful in the relationship. No. Hello. My model also shows up my engagement rings, which is fun as well. Ugh, so many commissions to do. I will end stream after these commissions are done though, because pretty much done until Nendo sketches more. But yeah, for me, as our previous ex that ghosted me, then came back in my life, and then after he found out I was gonna break up with my, my fiance, at the time he was my boyfriend, he left my life again. So that was fun. I was like, oh, that's great. Thank you for ghosting me again. I used to when I was younger. I used to watch a lot when I was younger. Not anymore. I kind of grew out of it. Oddly enough, I used to, which is ironic because I'm a VTuber, but I used to when I was younger. My fiance does collects a lot of Nendroids, so he has a lot of figurines and posters and all that jazz. I used to when I was younger, but as I grew older, I just grew out of it. I started watching a lot of documentaries. I became old. My fiance, oddly enough, he's very similar to me. He loves watching trash reality TV. He loves it. Like every week we wait for it to come out. Rick, please, is a show out yet? Which is not very normal for a guy, I'll be honest. It's not very for normal. He's Hmong, which is spelled Hmong. Kind of derives from Chinese. So I guess the closest would be Chinese, honestly. They're very common in California. I just realized. Oh shit, I can erase the line art. When he first told me, I thought he was Mongolian, but it's a different type. It's not really Mongolian. There's a lot here. There's a huge Hmong community here. He's also very similar to me, where he's also the eldest sibling in his family. And we grew up and the only difference is that he has 6 siblings. He has 6 siblings, and he's the eldest. That's always fun. I don't really talk to his siblings much. I do get along with one of his siblings. But yeah, I think there's 7 in total. Yeah, he has 5 brothers and 1 sister. So honestly, sometimes I forget how many siblings he has. There's so many of them. I think his mom, is fled from Vietnam, I think. That's what he told me. Bum, bum, bum. I wouldn't. I lost my train of thought. Fuck, man. ADHD. Fuck. That's the thing. When I stream commissions, I forget to talk. But when I talk, I forget what I'm doing. It's great. Where did it go? That's right here. Fuck, man. I forgot my train of thought. But yeah, no. I know someone mentioned earlier that must be hard rating 10 guinea pigs. And yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive. I'm not gonna lie. I think this upcoming week we're gonna spend 200 USD on their food. We spend not 200, 120 right now with the Bye. Yeah, I'm always there. No worries. I'm always on Discord. Like, I'm always there. I'm like straight up like always there on Discord. I'm very I'm like always on Discord. But yeah, no. I do have 10 guinea pigs. They do get expensive. It is pricey sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. But I also purchase show guinea pigs. The last show guinea pig we purchased, she was $100. Do I regret buying her? No. I never will. Never regret purchasing my guinea pigs. Um, I don't think the guinea pigs deserve to be regretted on, honestly. Because I choose to buy them, so they're my responsibility. Yeah, I used to have 15 guinea pigs. Some of them got rehomed, because I do breed my own lines because it just I don't know, I just enjoy it, honestly. Yeah, it's a lot of money. But I do plan on getting more show guinea pigs soon. Like very soon, hopefully. Like in during spring. I'm like one of the only breeders in California directly to breed a certain type of guinea pig. So that's always exciting for me. Yeah, so we raise our own guinea pigs. They get pricey. I don't really sell them either. Right now we're working with a deal with someone, and for all of our guinea pigs that are not really show quality, we exchange them for supplies, and she always loves them. But it is a lot of work to breed them. You gotta make sure they're at the right age. Make sure they like each other. All that jazz. You make sure the female's healthy enough. I do have a website for my guinea pigs. The thing about hamsters, they're solitary, so it's really annoying. At least guinea pigs are herd animals, so it's a little bit easier. I don't like hamsters just because they're solitary. They usually don't make a lot of noise either. I think like about guinea pig, they're very noisy. Typically you hear my guinea pigs in the back sometimes when I'm streaming. They're not a starter friendly pet for sure though. You have to have a lot of knowledge when you're breeding or even like, trying to get a guinea pig as a pet. Yeah, hamster, we don't know how to take care of them. They will die easier than I say a guinea pig. That's but usually just because people don't know how to take care of an animal. It's usually the person's fault, usually not researching enough before getting an animal. Ugh, my back hurts, Jesus Christ. I'm hungry. Hello. My fiance's siblings, they have like two cats. They're okay. I'm kind of tired, but not like sleepy tired. It's just the fact that I've been streaming for a bit. I've streamed for like 2 hours. I've been streaming a while. How are you doing? I don't stream as often as I used to anymore. I've played a lot of Pokemon Go recently. Yeah, so the reason why our guinea pigs are also expensive is because I specifically try to get show guinea pigs. I do rescue them, but they're not for breeding. Yeah, I've been up since 2. It's like 6 in the morning for me. But typically when I look for guinea pigs to breed, they're typically show guinea pigs. So they tend to be way more pricey than, let's say, a store-bought guinea pig. I usually don't buy guinea pigs from stores anyways. The reason why I can kind of afford all this is the fact that my fiance does work 12 hours. He's going to work right now. Yeah, the reason why I can afford things I can't afford because he usually works 12 hours. He doesn't mind his job. He's one of the type of guys that would rather work than stay home. Um, it's due to like Asian culture. For yeah, for him, for him it's just Asian culture where like usually men work. He's like there's just be some pride in him that wouldn't allow him to stay home. Understandable. No. Let me erase this part right here. There we go. Yeah, he'd rather work. Can you have a snack on? You gave something to snack on.
What?
My cereal bar. They're in the kitchen. I know you're going to the kitchen. For me, I can't drive, so I don't work. I drove once when I was younger, and then my mom was screaming at me, then I crashed my car. And ever since then, I haven't drove. Ever since then, I had a very bad fear of driving. So he doesn't. He's fine with me not driving. We do make some money off commissions. Like, is it livable wage commission? Livable wage? No. Is it enough for us to like use it for things we need? Yeah. Thank you. You get some water too before you go. Thank you. What do you want for dinner tonight? Are you gonna take? Or you don't have time to take to work? Do you? You don't have time to take to work? Do you? Want to pack it? Okay. So yeah, I don't drive due to when I crashed. So for me, all the money I make is from home. I wish I could work physically sometimes, but I also know how it would kill the relationship, and I want to be able to take care of the guinea pigs and stuff, which would be, I want to have pets. So there's pros and cons to both. What's the point of making money if you can't enjoy it? I kind of live a rich life already. I already know what it's like to have money, but not have to do anything with it. Hi, Mr. Disco. I was testing out some things. Nando's going to work right now. He's a little bit late. He overslept. I recently hired some two managers. Well, they offered to help me to see how to improve my content, but I realize a lot of things they suggested, I just suck at. I'm like, wow, hold on, here we go. I recently got this little chibi customizer, which I've been testing out. Oh shit, it's so big. I recently figured out how to do like a switch model toggle, which has been fun. It does mean to reset my model every time. Yeah. I was debating, I was like, huh, do I continue or do I not continue? I saw Pokemon music on the back today because I was too lazy to set up song requests. I have a cereal bar. Honestly, what they suggested, was, that I start to write down things before I stream. I don't know why my mouth isn't moving. I guess it doesn't want to detect my audio input. Oh, it's because my V-Bridger crashed. Oh, that's why. That's nice. It's great to see that my V-Bridger has crashed. I didn't even realize till now. That's great. Fucking hell. Stop. Work. Stop running. Exit. Stop. Jesus Christ. And I was stuck at stopping. Okay, there we go. Hold on, I'm waiting for my V-Bridger to turn on again. My V-Bridger won't turn on. Oh, come on. Connect. Will it work now? Okay, it decided not to work. That's wonderful for you. Hey, okay. So I realized that, yeah, they also suggest I start writing things down. Um, while I talk, write things down and talk, but I realized how I'm really a boring person. I couldn't think of anything to write down. They did suggest I could make a stream a bit more immersive. So I did do a change model toggle, but I don't think that makes it really immersive. I'll add some sound alerts. Like, yeah, I could go back to gaming, but I'm like, the commissions are kind of important. I can't just be like, bye, commissions! And then I know I have to make more YouTube content, like more shorts and highlight videos, but I really hate editing, and I hate listening back to my own voice. Like, I honestly do. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm just not cut out for it. Maybe I'm just a casual streamer. And then recently, I got sick with pneumonia. Then my parents started stalking me again. Well, my biological family. I don't know what this is. It's not really my family. My biological relations, I guess. Relations start stalking me. Again, I left 2 years ago for a reason. I'm not going back. Yeah, biological relations, that's the best word I can think of, honestly. Because I don't really consider them as my family after what happened. And then, my guinea pigs are still kind of sick. That's fun. I realized, yeah, if I don't have much to talk about, like, unless someone directly asks me, I don't know what to talk about. But, like, I can't get an audience to talk to things about if I don't do it in the first place. You see, I get stuck in this weird-ass, whack-ass loop. It's not fun. Like, I wish I didn't get stuck in this loop. I don't have much to write about. That's a problem. I usually don't have like much to really think about. Like, in all honesty, like, there isn't really much in my life I can think about unless someone asks me. But, like, for me to go do that, I need to have an audience first. But, like, for me to build my audience, I need to have things to talk about. And, yeah, you see, it goes in this loop. Um, I definitely do better in terms of my personality when I do multiplayer games. You know, those are always fun. But, like, a lot of people are arguing, say, you know, a lot of people come for the streamer. You know, it could be kind of off-putting if you do multiplayer streams, but I'm like, man, that's kind of the best place where I thrive on, honestly. I do better when I'm with my friends. I'm not very good at solo content. Which is sucky, which is like, you know, definitely not for this industry, honestly. Like, I would like to become successful, obviously. I did talk to Miss Cupcakes about it before. You know. I haven't talked to her in a while. I haven't been around much. I've been just sick and busy and playing Pokemon Go. Like, straight up. I've been sick, busy, and playing Pokemon Go. Those are the three things I have been doing. I know Queen is doing a rebrand soon, but I haven't seen her rebrand yet, which is gonna be fun. I have been keeping up in the back silently. I saw RT's video on the game, and then yeah, I've been keeping up with them and secretly in the back. This is the thing about me, like I like watching people, but I usually don't go directly talk to them or interact with their community. I've been watching RT for a very long time. Like I've been watching they play Portal with Kevin. I haven't watched him in TF2 days because I wasn't a big TF2 person. I definitely started watching when he switched to Variety, or that's where I found him at least. I remember, you know what's funny? I remember how I found Archie, which is ironic too. You have some water? Thank you. Um, so when my other ex left me, I didn't know what to do. So I binge watched all of YouTube. I finished all of Mark's videos, Jack's videos, PewDiePie's videos at the time. Um, I was bored. I had nothing to watch, and then I just found RT. I think he got recommended to me because I used to watch Dahi and Vanos a lot when I was younger. I was like, oh, something new to watch, and I found Kevin because they say multiplayer a lot, and that's what I liked. Like I was just so antisocial and constantly in my room. That's why I just found them. I sure this finished everything. You know, and that's why I found them. You know, like I know a lot of people argue multiplayer. You know, it's hard to get into, but that's kind of where I excel in, which is really annoying. I'm not very good when I'm by myself. I don't know, maybe I'll get better over time, but just being solo has been always awkward to me. I don't know, maybe I'll improve, maybe I won't improve. Maybe I'm not supposed to be a streamer or a content creator. Maybe I'm supposed to take it casually. You know, not everyone's meant to be a content creator. Maybe I'm one of those people. Thank you. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I do the best. Like some of my funniest clips are from when I used to do co-op, or when I played Meet the Company, like with my friends. Or some of my best, even like my art streams, is when I'm hanging out with my friend in VC and we're just talking about random shit. Like some of my best content is from when I'm with someone. Hmm. But it's pretty much the problem I struggle with is that, you know, a lot of people kept recommending I hire a VTuber manager, but they're very expensive. And a lot of people I know usually don't have managers. Like a lot of YouTubers I watch don't have managers. I played a lot of Pokemon as a kid. I still play a lot of Pokemon. I think a lot of creators I watch don't usually have management, I think. Like when I first started, like especially like RT and Felix, even Felix and Jack, they really had managers when they first started. But I guess to a degree, that's a different time of YouTube. I know Queso recently, like a while ago, signed up with Mythic Talent. People could tell me I should hire a VTuber manager. They might give me some advice and all that. I was like, all right. I'm like, buddy, I'm broke, dude. Like all my money goes into guinea pigs. And two people offered to help for free, not like seriously, just casually. And I was like, all right, I guess if you guys want to help me, you guys can. And I was trying to take their advice, but it's hard. I did set up some sound alerts. I did set up some model changing. The only thing I struggle with, honestly, is just editing down my own stuff. One of my friends helps me edit, but when he also gets sick, it's hard. I really can't listen back to the sound of my own voice. I feel like I have to accept the fact that I'm not meant to be a content creator, honestly, like by the end of this year. Not like 2024, like I don't know, maybe end of 2024. I think I have to accept the fact that maybe I'm not meant to do this. Like I'm not meant to do this seriously. Which sucks because I invested a lot of time, money, and effort into this. Two-minute break. Okay. Anyways, I might just accept the fact that I'm not supposed to be a content creator. Honestly, I'm starting to feel like maybe that's what I need to accept, which sucks. Like honestly, I think my live 2D, not this one, my other one, my live 2D model was around 1,500 or 2,000 USD. My friend paid for the original 1,000, and I paid for the rest. I spent a lot of time on, just a lot of time and effort is doing this. So it sucks, but I guess that's kind of what they accept. Oh, I got a ping. I used to. Um, it's very stressful though. I'd argue it's very stressful when you try and make it into a job. Like if you do it as a hobby, it's fine, but for me, I have to worry about my fiance, my family, my guinea pigs. My own family and my own, and realize is it really worth investing his time? Because I would like to eventually make enough where I'd have to make enough money where not full time, like a part time job where my fiance could come home and stay closer with us, like work at a closer job. I could spend a little more money on the guinea pigs. I could spend more money on guinea pigs and stuff like that. Just a little more financial freedom. Obviously, I know content creation is not the direct way. It's a lot of work, but I was hoping after streaming for like 3 years, I would get somewhere. I guess. Currently, not at the moment. A lot of jobs don't hire me. A lot of work from home jobs. I don't drive. It's really hard for me to actually find a actual job. I already tried to apply for a bunch of work from home job and I got rejected. So there isn't realistically much I could do. Like I have to work from home with my current situations. And the guinea pig breeding to make profit out of that'll take a long time. And I'm not really trying to breed guinea pigs for profit. I'm trying to breed for show quality and standardized quality. Some people are just kind of stuck in this loop pretty much. Which sucks, honestly. It does suck. But that's the reality of my life right now. And that's kind of what I have to accept. And I've been through much worse, so I'm not worried. And because, to a degree, my parents gonna fuck me over because I don't have much job experience either. It's really bad for someone that's freaking 22. Well, sorry, 24. Because my parents didn't let me work much, I don't have much job experience. So I'm pretty much just stuck in this loop where this is kind of all I can do, but at the same time, I should probably accept the failure. Again, I guess that's what the sucky part is about this is the fact that I feel like I know I'm stuck in a loop. You know, like even if I give up on streaming, I will still stream casually. Like I won't take it seriously anymore. Where I'm gonna look for clips and all that. Or like I might not like edit clips anymore. I might just post them. What else? Maybe that'll be my big breakthrough. But it's rough. But sometimes you just gotta accept defeat, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. Honestly, it's probably because I don't have much else to do. Like, I'd like to be successful, but it seems like it's just not in the cards for me. And it just sucks, I guess. Honestly, the best way to put it. Like, to a degree, I can't really stop fully because, both my friends and I have invested a lot of money. My 2D models, again, cost almost $2,000. Like, that's a lot of money to waste if I just give up fully. I can't just randomly just throw away just like $2,000 of just, money away. And a lot of my VTuber is a reflection of me in like real life. So I don't want to like sell it to give to someone else either. Like if I wasn't attached to my models, like it wasn't a reflection of me, then I would have sold it. But the fact that a lot of my model is like a lot of my skin color, my eye color, my guinea pigs are me in real life. So I don't want to sell it for that reason alone. A lot of sentimental value. So it's just, you kind of get stuck in this loop of where it's like I'm about to end stream though, cause it's time for me to lay down. Who will I rate today? Let me finish this though. For everyone that's new here, please come stop by Discord so you guys know when I stream. I'd appreciate that. I try to stream every day. I'm gonna try to get back into streaming. I've just been very down to stream due to like all my failures of streaming. Like at 3 years, honestly, I thought I'd hopefully get closer to partner. Not this far. And it's very discouraging. Like some people be happy with their numbers, and I'm very pessimistic. I'm a very big perfectionist, and like I like things done at a certain time. Oh Jesus Christ, my mouth. Gotta relax my back. Probably not good to do for me to stream after like not streaming for a while. Yeah, I guess I'm just very discouraged. I guess is the best way to put it. Like honestly, like for me, I'm not sure this is due to BPD. Like if I don't see success, it really brings me down. Like it hits like a roller coaster of just failureness. And it's honestly really just BPD. It really brings you down. It sucks. Like my life would be honestly easier if I didn't have BPD. But and then the thing is, I try to get back into it with a positive mindset, but then when I don't see those, numbers reach or anything, like it brings me down again. Like it's so toxic to have. It's so toxic. It's so annoying. You just get this loop of being like seeing numbers happy, then it goes down depressed, and it's not fun. Like that aspect of content creation is not fun to me. And that's not because of content creating's fault. That's because I have borderline personality disorder. me send this to a client real quick. No, actually, let me end stream first. I need to lay down. I went through our yapping section. Let me find someone to raid. Hope you guys stick around for the raid. He's live right now. Oh. I wish someone I knew, like knew close was live. So I could just raid and just go to bed. Like, not sleep, just lay down for a bit. But please come join the Discord if you want. Like I said, I'm always on Discord, so feel free to come join there. I'm trying to build a community there as well. Well, let's go raid this person. They're also doing art. That's great. Hope you guys stick around for the raid. I'd appreciate it if you did. But good night, everyone. Well, good morning, technically. I need to lay down for a bit, you know. Rest my back a bit. Goodbye.